What do these things want, and why are they here?
You still don't get it, do you, boy?
They have recruited the rich and the powerful.
They're running the whole show.
Wake up! They're all about you, all around you. Blinded us to the truth.
Take a look.
They are safe as long as they are not discovered.
I don't know what they are or where they came from, but we gotta stop them.
Stay away from me.
Put these on. They have us. Look at them, they're everywhere.
Okay,
So they live?
Yes, they live. We have my brother, Max Gandolfo, as it were.
He wanted us to do an episode reviewing porno films. I said, that's a little, hardcore for us. We're a little more classier than that. Right? I mean...
Okay.
It's my speed, but I'll let it slide.
Anyway...
He was really into doing anal university hate. He said, sorry, again, we're kind of a family show here. We don't like to be too risque.
Yeah.
So,
So anyway, dude, you done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Max Gandolfo, my brother, he is joining us, and he just has a few words on one of his favorite movies, They Live by John Carpenter from 1988. Max?
I mean, it is my favorite movie of all time.
Why?
No doubt.
Why?
I just love the fact that, he really puts that whole conformity aspect in the movie. And it shows, like, all those underlying meanings that no one really thinks about,
So you mean like the buying and the consuming, right?
Yeah,
Right.
like consumerism and, the whole, I remember there was the one sign where it just had, like, a half-naked woman, and it basically just said, reproduce.
Reproduce, marry, reproduce, right?
And that turned you on.
Yeah, that basically, yeah. But it basically, like, that goes right along with the whole, you're basically jumping on the bandwagon for the government, because if you reproduce, then your kids are going to be doing the exact same thing that you were doing.
Paying taxes,
Yep.
just going right into
You're
the
going
system.
right along with what they want.
And I love it. One of my favorite things is when he sees the dollar bill, or he sees the money, and it says, "This is your God."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Because it really is, it controls people's lives.
Yeah, and there's some great characterization early on in the movie when Nada, the wrestler, what's his name?
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
He goes to the homeless camp, and they're just talking back and forth to each other, and Nada says, I still believe in the American dream. And the other guy's like, dude,
It's
yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yo.
So
Hey.
is that aligned with your views on government and politics?
well, that it's all just a game,
Yeah.
and it's
Playing
there's-
right along with the system.
Right, there's no upward mobility anymore, if there even ever was. I mean, it's a very rare occasion where somebody is able to drastically advance their financial standing.
It'd be stupid to think that the people actually had power.
What's that?
Yeah, you're right.
It would be stupid to think that you actually have a say in anything.
Oh,
Yeah, if you actually change.
There's the Electoral College.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
really the ones who...
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm talking
Popular
about?
vote.
Popular vote
doesn't matter.
What happened with Bush and Al Gore?
versus Gore, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Al
just came
Gore
down-
had the higher
And
popular
that
vote.
whole butterfly ballot, in Florida.
Yeah.
That's how it all got
Right.
messed up.
Yeah.
And he just happened to come out on top.
Yeah.
But so, thoughts though on the reveal? Spoiler alert: the reveal of what
We
the
talked
powers
about
that be. I know, but I'd like to get the dynamic here. I mean, so Vince, you don't really care for the fact that they're aliens,
Yeah.
right?
It's,
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of, once you find out that they're aliens,
It's kind of a letdown,
it's kind of,
right?
well, I thought it was an interesting overall plot there, but like, I don't think that our entire U.S. government is a bunch of aliens.
No, I mean it's
You know
it's.
what I mean? But I'm saying,
I would-
listen to this. If you totally got rid of the fact that they're all aliens, the movie would still be a great movie because it all still makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I think that Carpenter, he could have played it straight more so in just making them these, this power elite, like the what's the Grove? The Grove, the
Bohemian
Grove.
Grove.
Like they're just all these elite that are in on it together. But I think he was just trying to make it a little more B-movie-ish. and he was just trying to make it a little more fun. Like he is still saying something, but he's putting it in a B movie flavor to make it a little more
Or maybe-
entertaining to the masses. Maybe
I see what you're
you know what I'm
saying,
saying?
Or maybe he's trying to say that the U.S. government is almost alien to the rest of the society.
True, yeah.
Yeah, I can
That
see
could be another thing because
their
really,
thought process.
we're based upon these, this structure from, the founding fathers and the,
right.
the Constitution, but then really you see how corrupt it is,
Right.
It's really
right.
not.
And how alien their thought processes
Exactly.
are.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
a good point.
that's a good
actually.
point, yeah.
Yeah.
See, my reason for not liking that ending is I feel like you didn't even need to explain it. It could have just been left unexplained.
Well, then what do you film? Because the reveal is a lot of the
I know.
the whole glasses thing is,
Yeah. So I don't know. I just, whatever. So.
yeah.
Hey, another thing I just wanted to point out: black guy dies first again.
That's such a cliche.
You know?
He does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that the guy who plays
I guess
Also,
it's-
that is a
it-
shock.
I
It's
guess
a shock. That's one of my.
Is
Yeah.
I'm
Is
like,
that-
whoa,
is that the guy who
that
plays
just
Charles?
happened. Right. Yep.
So.
But yeah.
Does he die at the end though? Does Nada die at the end, or are we
How
left
does-
to? We don't really know, right? Like he just gets shot. But
I
we
thought it
don't
was
know
more of a definite ending.
You
that
talking
he
about
died.
I don't
when
think-
Roddy Piper's up on the top of the
Right.
building
Remember, and he
and he
shoots,
destroys that
satellite
signal
dish or
same
whatever.
thing. Yeah.
I don't remember it being that. I remember it not being very ambiguous. I thought it was kind of a clear cut.
That he died.
Oh, clear cut ending. I
Yeah.
don't remember all the details, but maybe it's not. I don't know.
Something else to say about the movie. Do you think the budget showed? Because it was a low budget movie. Do you think
I think
showed?
I think it worked well with what it had.
Yeah, I never felt like it looked low budget or anything. I don't remember. Did you?
No, I guess not. Yeah.
Okay. Fabulous.
I'm trying to think. Anything else? Performances. I mean, Roddy Piper. I mean, he
Roddy
is a
Piper
little
made
stiff,
a
but
good
he is a little
debut.
stiff, yeah.
Definitely
yeah, he
a good
did.
debut.
He did a
Did
good
he move
job.
on to anything else?
I don't know.
Like movie wise, or did
No,
he?
I don't think so.
Well, that movie bombed, right?
Yeah, it didn't do.
It didn't do
well at
very
all.
well. So at that
Yeah.
point, why would it?
Right.
Hey man, there's always what was he in WWE or something?
Yeah, one of the
Right.
wrestling. Yeah, one of the wrestling things.
Always go back to that, right?
Sure.
I got asked to be a WWE fighter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What
Are
would
you
your name
serious?
be?
What?
What would your wrestling name be?
Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Gandalf. Really fighter-esque. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? If you're a wrestler, what would your name be?
I can't even. I mean.
The Ginger Ninja.
Sure, man.
That sounds good.
Ginger Ninja.
No, yeah.
Ginger Ninja.
Ginger Ninja.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine would be, if you're curious, Vincent the Loser. So I think that would go over pretty well.
I call you Vincent Van Gogh when it's just me and him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Cut off his ear to,
Cut off his hair.
well, no, I mean Vincent Van Gogh, the artist, if I may get technical with you fellas here. He cut off his ear and sent it to, I think his girlfriend. Did you guys ever hear that?
Yes.
Did he eat his paintings? Same guy?
I think a different painter.
Different guy,
Yeah.
man. Different,
And you may
different
have...
shade of
Oh,
insanity.
one of those other.
Between the two, I mean...
Oh yeah, one of those other
Pretty-
psychotic artists. I can't
Yes,
remember.
yeah, one of many.
Yeah.
Either cutting off your
You
ear
went
and,
insane in some
or
fashion.
if you're putting painting through your digestive system, you may need to be committed for a while, and locked away for
I
years.
think selling paintings might be the least of your priorities at that point.
Yeah, you might want to go to the
Reconsider.
ER.
Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel are made fun of.
I know,
This
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, it probably
You know
was. It
about
was
that,
probably
right?
Stanley
Huh?
at the end there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Two
Roger
film
Ebert
critics.
and Gene Siskel, they're film critics. They were made fun of in the movie.
I think because they gave, although, if you look at their history, they did give. I mean, John Carpenter quite a few favorable reviews. They gave him some bad ones.
they
but
didn't
they
like
li-
their thing.
They didn't like the
They
thing,
didn't
but
like
they
that.
liked Halloween. They liked Christine. They liked Starman. They liked well, whatever. But that's
Yeah. So
Anyway,
Control us!
You're sending some kind of signals out of TV sets.
I've got one that can see.
Mama don't like tattletale. Now we start spilling some blood. Let's go!
Push a button.
yeah,
He's
they
in
have
it.
that 20-minute fight scene.
yeah,
or
the
10
long
minute
fight scene. Yeah. It was funny. It was featured as a story on Yahoo, actually, Yahoo News,
That fight scene?
interviewing John Carpenter about it just recently.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of it kind of divides people. I mean, some people think it's just really stupid, and it's
Yeah.
not like it's trying to be art, but it's like
No, it's just like a quick...
it's just outrageous. It is outrageous.
It does stick out, and it's always like a scene that seems to be mentioned with that movie, so it obviously made some kind of impact on people.
South Park did a shot-for-shot like rendition of it
Oh,
on their
really?
on their on the show. Yeah,
That's
pretty
cool.
funny. You
That's
can
funny.
literally watch the video of the actors from the movie
Yeah,
and play the audio
It's
from
like
South
exact.
Park, and it's like it matches up.
That's
yeah,
cool.
pretty much perfectly.
I mean, it's
pretty
funny, you know.
Yeah. Now, as much of a fan as I am, I will say, and I know you're probably going to agree with me, the music is a step down. I actually have it on vinyl too. I have that one on vinyl, but the music.
It's real repetitive. I remember for like 20 minutes that song plays,
Yeah.
does it? And it's loops.
At the beginning, I think.
Yeah, he's walking around to visit like the post-apoc, whatever.
It's not.
And it's very repetitive.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember at one
It's a
point
little
I'm
bit of
like,
a letdown.
it's enough. I
Yeah.
mean, they just kept playing it over
Yeah,
and
it's a
over.
letdown.